right, we're ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woof.
It's the kind of house they don't build anymore. A relic of a time when the world wasn't in such a hurry, when there was still time for a little charm and elegance. It has stood empty for a long while, and at the price, it is a bargain. For a growing young family, it is almost too good to be true.
What do you think?
I love it.
James Brolin, Margot Kidder, Rod Steiger in the Amityville Horror.
God's peace in this house.
Hello?
Hello, Kathy. Father Delaney, there's something very important.
Mommy, I want to go home.
What do you want from us?
What's all going on? We have to do something.
I'm coming apart! Oh, Mother of God, I'm coming apart!
28 days after the Lutz family moved into their dream house, they were running for their lives. What happened to them is an experience in terror you will never forget, and you will believe in the Amityville Horror. From the best-selling book that made millions believe in the unbelievable, the Amityville Horror.
You know, after everything we've been through, yes, I would definitely say I feel that way. However, welcome everyone out to the finale of this year's Late to the Murder Party, and of course, the finale of this year's month of terror. Woo! Alright. So, we've gone through the catalog of the Warrens. Dear God.
Yeah, I heard y'all had to deal with like a lot of like nuns and dolls and other haunted shit.
It was the Goosebumps Power Hour, I swear to fuck. Like, it just...
Because truly, nuns are the scariest things out there.
Yeah. So... But we are wrapping this up in a nice, fun way. It's the season. It is absolutely Halloween. That's when this is coming out. And it's time. It's time we talk about one of the most classic in modern haunted houses. We're talking Warrens and how they touched it briefly.
Oh, they did more than touch it briefly. They took pictures.
Yeah, they took 2 pictures. One of a moose, one of, I think one of their guys.
Did you just say moose?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
moose.
took a picture of moose.
Moose.
And they took a picture of one of their assistants wearing coins on his eyes in infrared. Spooky.
So it's time we cover a. You know, we've already done a nice classic of the 70s, of the 70s horror with Exorcist. Let's talk about another one that is quintessential late 70s in this time. And that is 1979's The Amityville Horror.
Which was almost a TV
Dun
movie
dun
at one point.
dun.
I could see it. Although they wouldn't have gotten away with trying to get Margaret Kidder naked on camera multiple
Yeah.
times if
Yeah.
it was on TV.
Don't mind the road
What
drag.
the fuck?
I ignore
The demon has
drag.
infected the motor.
Yes. Damn gas demons.
Damn gas demons.
Yeah, I ignore the drag show that goes on behind us. No, it's not the right kind of drag show. So, yeah, 1979's The Amityville Horror. With us is, of course, the lovely Xeiren.
Hello.
The
And by the
equal-
way, Varren, you had to pull Moose.
Yes.
Okay.
If I was not going to do it, you were going to do it.
True.
the equally as lovely Graveturtle.
Hello.
The awesome Wolfman Roy.
Hi, guys. I hope you enjoy the chaos.
Speaking of chaos, we have the chaotic Doc himself.
Thank fuck we're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I
At
can't.
least
I can't
landing on a high note.
True.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When you think about it.
And of course,
All the movies we've.
Go ahead.
No, I see.
No, I insist. Go ahead.
We finally gotten to the movie that all the movies we've been watching to this point have kind of danced around because they don't have the rights to it.
True.
Exactly.
That is very true. And joining us for the end of this journey, because of course it's at the end, we have the Belgian in Wolf's Clothing, Varren Kimbold.
I'm coming apart. I'm coming apart. Well, George, if you switch the light bulb in the lamp, maybe it will stop screaming at you.
And Pass was supposed to be here, but
He ran.
He missed that memo, I guess. I don't know.
I couldn't time him down quickly enough, so he ran.
He ran.
He ran so far away.
Away.
Exactly, and you wish you did too.
Enough stalling. Amityville Horror. Take it away, Roy.
The Amityville Horrors, shown in 1979 at $1.57, directed by Stuart Rosenberg, written by Sandor Stern, Jay Anston, and George Lutz, starring James Brolin, Margot Kidder, Rod Steiger, Don Strode, Murray Hamilton, John Larch, Natasha Ryan, Casey Martell, Mino Pelusi, Michael Sachs, Helen Shaver, Amy Wright, Val Verne, and a cast of thousands. Newlyweds and their children battle a demonic presence in their home.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Short and sweet.
Sometimes you don't need to make it any more complicated.
Yeah.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Yeah.
Dynamic.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Clearly, I wasn't hooked on phonics. Oh, God.
Dyslexic demons got me again. Damn it.
So, this film is a classic. Very well shot. Great atmosphere, great. It's great. Honestly, overall, it is a fun fucking film. I do enjoy it. To me, it was a bit of a long sit, but I've been through so much shit as of late.
It's a movie that takes its time, but like it definitely like it's still building up to a really good finale at the end, and especially when you see the progression of how just George becomes more and more fucking unhinged. It's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. You smack Kidder. I don't agree to that.
oh yeah.
No one agrees to that. But this is like what you would call the first economic horror.
I could see that. Yeah. Explain to our audience what that would be.
Well, economic horror is using horror elements to sort of highlight anxiety and or fear of monetary assistance or values, showing George, in this case George, slowly going unhinged because he can't get his house renovated. He's missing money. It's biting into him to the point that he has to leave because of demons.
Oh yeah. Stephen King talked about this at one point.
Yeah, he's probably the first one to coin the phrase economic horror.
Yep.
Especially the scene where they started looking for missing money. What's Margot's name? Margot's character's name.
Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy. Yeah.
Casey. Cassie.
It's how it came out of my mouth.
Kathy.
We're all stumbling. Her brother.
Kathy and the dynamic powers.
Dynamic.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, we're all anti-dyslexic demons. Anyways, Cassie's brother's recounting caterer money, and he puts it in his pocket, and then instantly disappears. Then George has to pay off the caterer, and the check bounces, boom, boom, hilarity ensues. You also have a scene where he hasn't signed paychecks and he's lost all sense of time. You could pretty much credit that to economic fears.
Yeah.
70s was full of them.
Yeah. A lot of it. We were just getting off a gas shortage, really.
Exactly.
So there's that. But yeah, if you took the demon out of it, you could instantly say this was an instant crash out of a family that took on too much more than they can chew. See the Money Pit. No, that's a comedic version of it. But there you go.
Yeah.
But enough about my childhood. No, I wholeheartedly agree on that. Like, as someone who grew up in a family where savings was not a thing, we always lived paycheck to paycheck. Like, the first time I ever saw this film, like, that shit was blatantly evident to me. Like, basically, every little thing that practically goes wrong with the house, from the fact that, parts of the house are falling apart, that they can't even heat their house with gas. And, all the wood chopping, which they overemphasized in the remake and all that stuff. But it's just like, here they bought this fantastic house in this fantastic part of New York. It's like, it's that whole, living out the American... Huh?
You said like this house in New York, and it's like, and I'm just making a joke about the real life film locations, like New Jersey filling in for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're basically, it's like you got George over here being like, yeah, I came in and I'm gonna be a good dad to your kids, and we're gonna have this family, and we're all gonna be unified and we're going to have this American dream scenario, and then just every little thing that goes wrong is accompanied by some kind of demonic event. And honestly, it can feel like that when your head is constantly on the verge of being underwater, where every little thing becomes this catastrophic ordeal, because it's not just you that has to deal with it, but it's the fact that you're taking an entire family down with you. And it's about not just the economic horror of it all, but also kind of how the horrors of it especially work from different gendered perspectives, because all of that weight is being put on his shoulders.
Yep.
And in a lot of ways, the ways the husband and wife experience the demonic events have a lot to do with what pressures are being placed on them specifically as the roles of like mom and dad in the house. And the fact that the social pressure is so bad on him that it's actually her that has to be the one to go and ask for help. Because he's going to be seen as a failure just for asking for help.
It's a big no at the time.
Oh, and I've seen people of my parents' generation go through that again and again and again and again. So it's very well, like, a lot of people look at this movie and go like, oh, it's very cheesy, the 70s, effects and all of that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but when you get right down to it, whether you think the writing is cheesy or not, like, they explore these topics very, very, very well.
That they do. Yeah.
Very, very weird argument for me to say, like, it's supposedly cheesy. I mean, like, sure, maybe if you're not used to the writing of the time, like, maybe, but especially for its time, it's still very well written. And at least, for someone who appreciates a particular style of filmmaking, like, again, as I said, it's a very good slow burn psychological just case study of just someone just going through it. Like, yeah, you have the haunted shit taking place with it, yet like a few points, like, it's just almost just becomes secondary to just the shit this family's going through as they're just trying to get into a new house.
Well, a lot of good horror stories are a reflection of social anxieties of the time. And this one is definitely that. And because those anxieties are so relatable even to this day, and in some respects even more in modern times, that's kind of what makes it an actual classic. And because it's still the core of the story and the way it's presented in the film is kind of timeless.
Yeah.
Like I was just thinking to myself, as somebody who technically owns a home, it's like, yeah, even the whole like, oh, there were crimes previously committed in this domicile and the anxiety that brings. Like, every time there's something wrong with my house, I think to myself, okay, which one of the previous owners pulled this bullshit?
It was built on an Indian burial ground.
It's like, what crimes are committed between my layers of drywall?
Well,
and it was you, Steve.
Oh, that's where I stashed the body. God, I lost track of that.
Well, it's like every time you go to fix something, you're like, how did the previous owner fix this? Did they fix it properly? What's going to happen when this shoddy repair job breaks and floods my house,
Yeah.
Well, then you break through the floor and then fall into some black sludge.
Or you find a secret room that for some reason has whispering voices coming out of it telling you to get out.
Sorry, now I'm just thinking of that Eddie Murphy bit. This is a pretty nice house. Get out. Too bad we ain't staying.
Too bad we ain't staying.
Oh yeah, no, this film has been parodied like out the ass very well over the years.
Oh yeah.
I can still think my favorite one is still like the first Treehouse of Horror. Just did that shit so well. Come on, do the bleeding thing again. What? Yeah, make the walls bleed. I don't have to entertain you. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh god. No, yeah, no, again, all of our actors are fantastic. I feel
Oh, yeah.
you feel so bad for Kidder throughout this.
Oh yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
like yeah, George is the one who is like, of course, the target of the haunting and what have you not. But it's Katie who is definitely the heart and soul of the movie, and it, eventually is what is able to get some semblance of life back into him.
Right.
And Margot, as usually, as usual, really brings her all to this, even though from what I've read, she was not that big a fan of this movie.
Hey,
There's actually also kind of a funny Superman connection with it as well, besides Margot Kidder being into this. That apparently James Brolin at one point was also considered as the original Superman before Christopher Reeves, and Christopher Reeves was also considered for the role of George.
George, yes.
Okay, I could see
It's
that.
very funny, that intermingling. And I don't remember this, but apparently also Kate at one point hums the love theme of the first Superman in the movie.
No, my favorite piece of trivia will always be what happened with the composer, Layla Schifrin.
Mm-hmm.
He's been nominated for multiple Oscars, including for this, and he always never won it. So he decided, I'm not gonna go for this one. Guess what? The one time he won it.
What's this one?
Yep.
And he wasn't at the fucking.
Even the kids do a good job too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe the terror when that girl gets locked in the in that closet. Like,
Oh yeah, the fucking babysitter just. Ugh.
yeah.
Let me out. Yeah, that was a good scary scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Also one of the best uses of flies
Yes.
Yes.
in a
Yeah.
horror movie.
Oh my
ever.
god.
Fly
Oh, that
wrangler.
fly
Like,
scene.
that fly scene with the priest, every time I watch that one, I'm like, oh god, the beast it must have been to film that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And
oy.
the thing I love too is that if you know about insects and specifically flies, when they rub their legs together, you think it looks evil as shit, but that's just them cleaning themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
You just have.
just
But
part of
it
the
looks so
process.
randomly evil. It still fits perfectly.
Good.
Apparently, also the actor had to just have his entire face slathered in honey to attract the flies.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, it makes
Yep.
sense.
Which added to that whole I'm sweating more than a whore in church.
Oh
effect.
yeah.
Which works out so well. That is the one thing I will give this. So the whole reason I watched the original was
Mhm.
because I rented the remake when it came to disc.
Oh,
And
bad
this was
choice.
back in the day when I had that Blockbuster Unlimited plan.
Ah,
So
yes.
I was
remember
just
that.
watching whatever came out on the shelves and just kind of piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it to a friend's house, and her mom was just like, "What are you guys watching?" I'm like, "Amityville Horror." She's like, "That's not Amityville Horror. What the fuck are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh,
That's not
well."
what I remember.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, I guess it's a remake then. If you remember a different film." She's like, "Yeah, the original was from the '70s." I went, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Have you seen it?" And no. And she was just so unimpressed with the CGI in the remake, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, I thought it was pretty middling even at the time, and the little ghost girl was overkill.
That's 'cause, yeah, this is 2005. Just for some reason was really bad for CGI.
Yeah, it was
was a
just the
dark time.
popular thing. It was the popular thing to do at the time, so everybody was doing it regardless of the quality being put into it. And
Still remember that one CG shot in Freddy versus Jason. Just
yeah.
Oh, which
And
one?
it-
The
I think it's like when Freddy like manifests as some kind of like worm or spider. I can't quite remember.
that one.
oh, the caterpillar.
The caterpillar, yeah.
Yeah, because they're getting high. Yeah.
And like her mom was telling me, it's like, no, there's this scene with eyes coming through the window in the original one that still haunts her nightmares to this day.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, because I'm thinking in my brain, it's like, it's 70s effects. Like, what the fuck?
It's
how good can it be? How good can it be? And so, sure as shit, when I went to go return the remake, I went and rented the original because it had already been out on DVD for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And holy shit, you wouldn't think a couple of red LEDs on
On a pig.
on like a very like basically a black pig puppet in a dark window would be so effective. But goddamn, it just looks too real. The movements are too fluid, and it's just it was well puppeteered, and it just sticks with you. And I'm just like sitting here going, huh, for a movie made on such like a cheap budget, and the few effects it employs, like they just really lean into it, and you could just you could feel the terror the family is feeling. The only thing that doesn't really sit well for me is when they do discover the room in the basement, and it's just like red smoke and lights, and I'm just like, okay, this is harkening back to a lot of like really cheesy 60s horrors I've seen, and I'm like, okay, this scene's not really working for me. But everything leading up to it is tense as shit.
Oh yeah.
You gotta admit that color pops.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which, since Varren actually brought that up for a second, I must say, anyone who gets the chance, watch Freddy vs. Jason on a real D HD TV. It's like watching a soap opera.
Oh god.
The quality, oh my god. It like literally the CGI becomes uncanny fucking valley. It's like what the fuck. The scene where where he stretches out his shadow looked so weird.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that was an experience. It's like, okay, I'm watching this with friends, and I'm sitting down and watching. I'm like, I don't remember it looking like this. What the fuck? And they're like, oh yeah, this is like a real HD. I'm like, oh dear god.
I do have to wonder if they had the fucking motions moving on.
Maybe, I don't know. I've also watched the show Dinosaurs with that. The old Jim Henson one. I think that's a case of I think it's a case of motions moving, and yeah, that fucks up any piece of media that plays on it. Yeah, I was like, no, get me out of here.
Get me out of this soap opera hell! I'm coming apart!
Yeah, no, the movie's really effective. I guess, well, we're almost 30 minutes in. Let's talk about what people are apparently here to hear us talk about, given our whole fucking month.
This is the only Warrenless Warrens film.
That is true. They are not here.
Well, I mean, they were barely there. They drove up, proclaimed haunted, and left. So,
Shit's haunted. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Shit haunted, click a couple pictures, leave. But they were like sort of merged with two other characters, really, with Jeff and Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
And as I could say, the most closely depicted to the Warrens.
Yeah.
Carolyn being the worrisome psychic, and Jeff being the headstrong husband.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Too bad they had to merge them together, but two other characters.
Mhm.
Because they came off, in this one, they came off as family friends. So.
Yeah.
And yet, what's funny is that while this may be like a case where they barely touched it,
Mm-hmm.
it's a case that got them a little more into the public eye and mind.
Yes.
For better or worse. So...
This is the case that got them gigs in the college scene.
Yep.
Yes. And that was of their own doing. Basically, they wrote a book about it and basically filled in a lot of gaps in the story of what actually happened with their own nonsense. And that's what got their foot in the door to become as famous as they actually are. And in fact, the whole reason they are downplayed as much as they are in the film, in the 1979 film, is because of all the controversy that was going around about the book they published and the notoriety they were gaining off of it, because there were several lawsuits going around at the time. And this is how I found out about their bullshit so early on, was watching this movie in the 2000s like I did, because of course the mom who suggested watch the original, this is like, have you heard of these bitches?
Let me tell you about these assholes.
Let me tell you about these assholes. And in fact, it was one of the things that when Graves suggested years ago, when it's like, oh yeah, you need to watch the Conjuring, and I was like, my brain was like, okay, cool, you know, because she told me about certain aspects of like how they use the effects and how they use silence and all the sound design and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. And then I see Ed and Lorraine show up. I'm like, oh no.
You.
And then it became very clear to me that this is not the same Ed and Lorraine that was like historically accurate. And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna sit here. We're not going to acknowledge the asshats that are on the screen.
Yeah.
And when I watched the first Conjuring movie years and years ago, I was actually quite impressed with it at the time. It was very different from all the horror movies that were coming out at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Great haunted house film. But at the same time, when this shit just kept going and going and going and going, I'm like, oh no, this is bad. This is very, very bad.
Yeah.
Do people not know? And then it's like, no, people know. It's just the studio doesn't care.
Yeah. NDAs. Oh my god.
They just didn't care.
No, they just didn't care. And like the fact that the 1979 film cared more about the controversies that were going on about Ed and Lorraine than any of the Conjuring movies ever did is just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
It all will be
They're
better
fucking
with the power
shysters.
of Jesus.
They're fucking shysters. Like, it's...
And they took advantage of certain... we were investigating paranormal studies were starting to be a big thing around the 70s to early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if you weren't looking for ghosts, there was, you know, the start of cryptozoology with Bigfoot.
Yep.
You have a lot of people were looking into the ESP.
Yes, psychic phenomena was really big.
That was a big thing in the 70s.
What's really big, you know, and if there's anything that actually came out of all the paranormal studies, it's the idea of beta, gamma, and delta brainwaves.
Yep.
Due to the psychic studies.
It's funny, like you mentioned the psychic studies, and immediately I'm thinking back to the Manitou of all things.
Right.
Jesus.
Right, but so they took something that was starting to be hip around the time, and they rode it to like, I want to say the 2000s, when Ed had his stroke.
I believe
again,
so, yeah.
It all died out around 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a grift. Their grift had its time, quote unquote. You doing air quotes for those podcast people there. And I don't blame them for riding it. They got that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I do blame him
It's
for
shitty,
writing
but
a
if you
few
get the
other
bag,
things.
I guess you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to kind of shift from the Warrens to talk about just Amityville horror in general.
Right.
Something interesting happened with this franchise in general when it comes to its sequels. Now, for those of you who are unaware, well, aside from what we know, the very obvious ones, for
The
those of you
lamp!
unaware, yes, the lamp, the cuckoo clock, the dollhouse,
or we could eventually get around to Amityville 2, aka Oh Brother, Why Can't I Quit You?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, there's like Amityville everything. There's like, isn't there like an Amityville shark movie too?
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the weird thing that happened. I don't know what the fuck happened, but at some point, like, Amityville Horror got copyrighted. But Amityville on its own, that's free use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, specifically when it comes to Amityville Horror, it was based off a book, and what's interesting is that the book and the movies take two different paths. The book actually continues to focus on the Lutzes and how the evil just kind of follows them all over the country. The movies decided to focus on the house and the things that the house and the people who decide to move into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one decided that it's probably a good idea to demolish it at this point, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
go
ahead.
No, that's where we get stuff like Amityville 2 and 3. There's incest and demons in 3D.
3D. Okay, yeah. The Amityville 3D was actually fun though.
It is.
Like
it was.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does allow me to say. So yeah. Spoiler. Because if you haven't seen the movie, you want to see the movie, go see the movie. Go find it. It's not hard to find at all. Just go watch it. Go watch the 79 version.
I highly recommend the Vinegar Syndrome restoration of it in
Yes.
4K.
Yes. So
Well, Vinegar Syndrome for you.
Yeah, definitely
You can
check
get it
that
at
out.
vinegarsystem.com or at your brick and mortar store if you can find one.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag maybe wants to be sponsored.
Wants us to be sponsored, yes.
Yeah, because we already talked a little bit about the ending, and how everything goes nuts. There's a storm. The house tries to kill.
Blood.
It rains blood. Everyone starts to try to kill him, and then goes back to get the dog. He'll go back to get the dog. And
Hey, dog is family.
Family.
he's lucky the dog was there in the first place because he had to.
Boomer must live.
Because the dog dragged him out of that fucking thing.
Boomer will live.
Not in several of the films I saw over the this past week. And then it actually has an ending that very much fits in line with the rest of what we've been watching we've been talking about for this month. Because it has a fucking text crawl at the end.
It does.
Yep.
Yeah. Really, it just says, they never returned to the house after that.
Fuck our belongings.
Yeah, they just left. They
and-
never returned.
They live happily after ever.
Sure.
In New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
Hey, listen. Amityville is a place we might not never go. Now, Tromaville, on the other hand, no.
Let's go to Tromaville. About
We're definitely
half of the
in Tromaville.
mutations that'll happen to you there are fun.
Right?
Depends on what we're talking about.
That's why I said half. As long as it's
I
not
don't think I want to
classic
turn into a
Ookami,
giant
you're fucked.
into a giant chicken mutant, but
Oh yeah, that's getting possessed by ghosts too. Like that's yeah. Oh god, poltergeist. I'll cover that at some point. We're gonna.
it's a musical.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we'll find one of these days. It's something I've been kicking around for a while. One of these days, we're gonna do a trip to Tromaville.
Yes.
Nice.
I still have unfinished business with Toxic Avenger.
Joy.
I'm
Guess
sorry.
who will not be joining for these?
Well,
I respect Trauma for what they do. It is not to my taste. I think Grave and I will just go over to the corner. While y'all
Fair
do
enough.
That.
Well, we'll cover. So I think we'll do two different things with it. We'll cover stuff that's like straight done by Trauma, and then stuff presented by Trauma.
Oh, then we can bring up the 80s Belgian horror movie, Rabbit Grannies.
Yes.
Fucking rabid grannies.
We're definitely going to touch Rabbit
Look, I still
Granny.
need to watch that after seeing that in the fucking Flemish horror movie documentary I saw.
Yeah, and I need to see it too, but I'm not necessarily looking forward to it.
I mean, on the side of Trauma in general, I'm looking forward to doing Surf Nazis Must Die, because that one was...
Of course you are.
I love that movie!
You get to see the best action hero of all time, Leroy's mama.
Right, Mom.
Yeah!
Yeah.
But no, there's plenty of stuff that Trauma actually brought to our attention. It was like, yeah, no, this wouldn't have been released like over here if Trauma didn't say, hey, we want that.
Yep.
So there's worthwhile things to talk about.
I mean, hell, Uncle Lloyd is also a reason Rocky got made, so...
Yes. Also, let's keep in mind that Trauma got James Gunn going, so...
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, Trey and Matt started over Trauma.
Mm.
Yes.
They did. They actually did. They worked...
Yeah, I know. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. But yeah, so Amityville Horror, do we have anything else to add to this? It's a good movie. Just check it out.
Yeah, it's one of those quintessential haunted house movies. So like, if those things are your vibe, like this will definitely fit in your fucking catalog along shit like if we're talking like more classic stuff like The Haunting and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So if that's your vibe, and you know you have great performances from people like James Brolin and fucking Margaret Kidder, like all
And Rod
of that.
Steiger. Everybody forgets Rod Steiger.
You know, he's also really great as Father Delaney. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say with this one, it's gonna come off as kind of if you decide to like watch it during the day and you're distracted, because it's not really gonna pull your attention away from whatever you're doing. But if you really give it its due, and in my humble opinion, if you have access to a CRT TV, watch it on a CRT TV in the dark.
There you go.
Yes.
Feel the static.
Feel the static, feel the vintage, and let the dark room work to the movie's favor. Because honestly, I've watched this during the daylight and I'm like, eh. But when you watch it at night in a dark room and you just let the the glow of it take over, and you dedicate some snacks to it and whatnot, and watch it with a friend if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's great. It's freaking great. But it's definitely one of those movies that relies on you committing to it and committing to its atmosphere. So give it the home viewing experience it deserves.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
The thing that kind of struck me when I'm rewatching it, for this, was actually kind of how similar this haunted house story is to The Grudge.
Yeah.
It's like you set foot in the house and the house comes after you because of, the terrible things that happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It follows the priest and tries to kill him.
Yep.
And everybody
Right.
who's in there is just kind of being ground down by the location. There's that whole line, a house has no memory. But like both The Grudge and Amityville Horror is like about how places do have memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the only solid rule that takes place in both of those movies is once you step into the house, you're fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're a guest or whether you're living there.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, if for people who haven't seen Amityville Horror, if you liked The Grudge, you'll like Amityville Horror because they're very similar stories.
Very similar, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's just the Japanese version. It just is where we try to at least figure out where the origin of it is in the Amityville.
Mm-hmm.
We won't get that answer, but there you go.
Well, like Western ghost stories also often have this theme of what does the ghost want? What do they want to make them go away? Because there's the idea of like appeasing the ghost versus the ghost just being an echo of anger and rage.
In Japan, it's fuck you. That's why.
That's why, yeah. I don't care. You're here.
That's why you give out snacks on Halloween. Appease the ghost and they leave you alone.
Oh no, you missed that week earlier this month. Hungry Ghost Festival.
Mm.
That was started September 9th. Anyways.
Oh, great! Before we wrap this up, I do wanna say, if you don't already have an idea for the title card for this, I have an idea, because I think I know how I'm gonna end this.
We'll talk later.
Yes, we will talk later.
Look at them conspiring with each other.
Right?
As it should be. Now, anyways, do we have anything else to add? Nope, we're good? All right. Well, as I said, Roy, you got something?
I was going to say, yeah, the Warrens are pieces of shit, but ghost hunting in and of itself, though fruitless, is something of a solid, sort of, not one of you, even a solid book. I can't even say that. But there are some really good ghost hunters out there. If you want to circumvent the Warrens, there's also the Rodents. The Rodents have a museum out in England. They collect parapsychological equipment and stories about ghosts and everything. They got a nice little YouTube channel called The Paranormal Scholar, where they show off their museum, and they also share stories of anything from ghost hunting to alien possessions. Alien possessions, yeah, possessions. There's also like really good ghost hunter groups like Ouija Brothers, Ghost on Trent, Boo Productions. There's classical and debunkers like Beardo Get Scared, Kenny Biddle. I showed you Kenny Biddle last night. There's even the CFI. It's sort of was started out as a ghost hunt. Started out in Duke. It's sort of their ghost hunter club, and they turned into like a skeptics debunking outfit. Yeah, just check out all those guys' channels. Don't go ahead.
I mean, even if you want to go down the more cheese-tastic route,
Right.
with that. I mean, Ghost Adventures is at least entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if Zach is full,
is
even
full of shit, but it's
if Zach
entertaining.
is full of shit,
Yeah.
he's hilarious to watch doing what
And
he's
I
doing.
had just mentioned it. Going back to economic horror, you can double feature Amityville with Demon House
You could.
and with Fed. It would fit.
And speaking of the whole ghost hunting thing, it's actually something I've been dabbling into recently with some friends, and will most likely make its way to YouTube soon.
Yes.
So
Okay.
like, even if you think it's like a completely fruitless endeavor, it's still
a little bit fun. Yeah.
It's still fun, and I am very much of the mind. It's like there could be a million reasons as to why something is happening. I'm never going to assume, but just as an activity, I mean, hell, they make apps for most of the machines people use for ghost hunting these days, and it's a relatively cheap hobby to get into nowadays. And it's like, oh, you just want to go wandering graveyards or haunted locations and just have fun trying to find ghosts. It's like, you could have worse hobbies.
Right.
Right. Yeah, no. Love it. So I guess we should go ahead and wrap this up. So with all of that said, Xeiren, where can people find you?
You can find me over on TikTok, just doing my cosplay thing and just, silly shenanigans. I've also started posting clips from when Varren and I do streaming over on his Twitch channel, and it surprisingly does very well on TikTok, getting around, especially now that we've started playing Warhammer Rogue Trader, which has been a time because I am getting such an education through that
The
game.
Emperor falls under Trinity theory.
Yeah, I went on a full rant about that. Oh my god! I was just sitting here going, "What the fuck is happening?" I did not expect my religious education to actually matter here. So yeah, you can find me over on TikTok, posting all sorts of random videos, including my cosplay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me over on Instagram and Threads, and you can find me on the Blue Sky. Just reposting all sorts of stuff, and as well as making announcements over on Blue Sky. Xeiren. That is how you spell my name. And of course, you can find me on multiple days a week now over on Varren's YouTube channel. So take it away, Varren.
Temporarily, but yes.
Listen, it's the list just keeps getting longer and longer of things that I need to be around for. I won't be surprised if the 2 days a week just becomes standard at this point.
We'll see what happens. Like I said, there's a few things I still want to do with you on the Fridays, but there's definitely going to be a few times where it's like, you can sit this one out.
True. But I'm there every Monday, regardless.
Monday, you are my partner in crime.
Yes.
Exactly.
Take it away, Ver.
So yeah, you can find me over on twitch.tv/VarrenKimbold, where every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Central European Time, you can see me play all kinds of fun games. Mondays are RPGs with his red-headed menace. Wednesday, strategy shooter, something else with an S. And Fridays, it's usually whatever hell I can find. At time of recording, we have started our Halloween shenanigans already on the Fridays, playing The Quarry with Xeiren. So hopefully you'll still be... I don't remember when this particular episode is going to be released. But maybe you'll still be there for when it happens. Or
I think
if
this one's coming out close to Halloween.
This episode
on
is
Halloween
is
itself.
on
Well,
Halloween. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we will have the Halloween special currently going on then. And then after that, some weird shit might happen on the Fridays that we're not usually used to. So come look for that. And you can find other stuff where I'm at, usually on Blue Sky, at Varren Kimbold, YouTube at Varren Kimbold, TikTok Varren Kimbold. Search my name, you're bound to stumble on me somewhere. Apparently my name is very Googleable.
Excellent. Grave, where is the turtle today?
I'm chasing the squirrels away from my roof because I might not have demons, but I have squirrels. And
They are
it's kinda
just as
like the
bad, if
same
not
thing.
worse.
They keep throwing acorns at my roof.
They are assholes, yeah. Roy.
You can find me here at Wolfsten Productions under the banners of the Starlight. You're very obscure, hard to find. We watch them all. Red Light Podcast, Your Home Beauties Are Horror, and I am the subject to OTEP, Over the Years podcast, where we listen to rap music. You got some love mail, some hate mail, some Lutz mail, some Amityville mail, some ghosty mail. Send it to Starlight Podcast at protonmail.com. I also got a zitter at capital R, capital L, capital P, capital S, Starlight, RLP Starlight. Give us some recommendations, some commendations. We'd love to hear from you. Just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. I also write reviews and list over at criticlist.com under Wolfman Roy. Go check them out. We'd love to have the traction in the eyeballs.
Yeah, if I'm not here doing Late to the Murder Party over the years, even tuned in, etc., I'm over with Roy, Red Light, Starlight, and OTEP, where we take a look at a decade plus of hip-hop music and see if it's really worth the trouble. If I'm not there, only social media I use is Blue Sky, that is dr.bsky.social. If I'm not there, I'm at Critic List under Chaotic Doctor, where I've done reviews and lists, including things sort of related to this, and doing everything from classic horror movies to movies with shysters that I want to punch. Hi, Roland Emmerich. And for a little bit over $1 a month on the Wolf's Den Patreon, you'll get TNR Twisted Notes Radio, where I take you through the weird, mystical, and wonderful different ways that music can be seen, heard, and touched. I don't know where I was going with that last part, but fuck it.
No.
Don't touch music there.
Don't. Yeah. No.
This is my no space.
You can, of course, find me here on Podbean as well as YouTube under Wolfsten Productions. From goofy-ass anime to the shocking horror, Wolfsten Productions, your #1 stop for equally nerdy reviews of nerdy media. You can also find me over on Blue Sky. That is Mistress Ookami. That's right, Mistress Ookami. That is my name. Don't wear it out. And if you're feeling extra generous, head on over to the Wolfsten Patreon, where you can get access to episodes that may or may not drop to the general public. Episodes that most certainly will not be dropping to the general public. Behind the scenes, all sorts of goodies, all for a measly $1 a month. Remember, folks, your $1 a month can go a long, long way. And until next time, keep watching horror films. It is the spooky season. It's the last of the spooky season. But enjoy. Have fun. Watch some fucked up films. Don't pay the Warrens. Do not give them money. They are dead, but still, do not give them money.
No. Don't
Give it to us instead.
Yeah.
Yes, we like it. Don't give Tony Spirit your money. Give us your money.
If you're gonna waste the money, just give it to us.
Yeah. Don't give it to Tony Spirit.
We'll spend it on food.
Yeah. Yes.
We need food.
Food and therapy, apparently.
Food.
Lots of therapy.
Food, beer, and therapy. Yeah.
I was about to say, considering what's gonna happen in the future TNR episode, yeah, please.
Please give us the money.
And stay tuned, because while we may be wrapping this up for the year, that doesn't mean there's not a few surprises in store. Maybe. We'll see. You might get some presents. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Woof.
Is that Mariah Carey on the wind?
Oh, God.
God, no!
Get the shotgun! Get the
Oh,
shotgun!
God.
Who let that bitch get thawed early?
The Amityville toaster. Make breakfast spooky. Spooky talk from toaster. Spooky eat me toast. Yum, yum, yum. Human hand.